What's up, everybody? What's up, Matt? What's up, Dobby? What's up, Kat? Arturus? We're a little bit earlier this week. I am absolutely shattered. Let's get this shared over on Discord. And we're good to go. Matt, you don't get a logo unless you are a YouTube member. So the green one there is that's a 3-monther. That's a 3-monther, that one. So Kat and Dobby have both been YouTube supporters, or YouTube members should I say, for the last 3 months. Should I switch this round? Let's have a look. Bonjour. Another week, another hat, as we do. Let's kick that heater out of the way, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, do you know what I've forgotten to do? There we go. How we all doing? Joel, asking important questions. Did you make that neon intro? I did not. This whole new setup. So over on Streamlabs, you can pick a different theme all the time. So this one's a neon theme. We've got different widgets as well. So if I show you what a super chat looks like, we've got a lovely little Christmas super chat animations as well. We've got this really cool, we've got an intermission screen as well. Look at that transition as well. I'm tempted to just leave it on this one like the whole time. What's up, Julie? How you doing? How are you feeling? You on the recovery? And then that box on the right hand side there should be chat. That usually takes like a few minutes to catch back up when you switch the scenes round. What's the music and stuff like, guys, before I crack on? Because switching it round to the new theme is going to change a lot of the audio levels, but it looks like it's pretty much the same as it was before. The neon signs, so the whole aesthetic that we're looking at now is it's a theme from the streaming software that I use, so you can just change them up at any time. Feeling much better now. Thank you for the love. Good to see you on the mend. Right, I say this every week, but this week I will be getting off earlier. I am done in. I am absolutely knackered this week. Also, if Starbucks ever drop in here, this is the one. For the little caramel macchiato, that's the one. Right, today, guys, I'm gonna do. I want to try and maybe think of doing like a graffiti style. Just some. I mean, I think graffiti is also the same thing as like doing like portraits and stuff. The more you do it, you end up building up that sort of all the little techniques and stuff. I say it all the time. If you just keep repeating yourself all the time, you'll be able to, you know, come up with new styles and make it super easy on yourself. So we're going to try and just mess around with some graffiti style. I don't want to do anything too nuts or intense today, like that 2022 sign from last week. Although while everybody is here, let's have a look at. So this is the YouTube tutorial that's going out on Friday. Oh, you guys can't even see. That's a good idea, John. Well done. Let's switch it around. That transition though, woo! That transition's smooth. So this is the tutorial going live on Friday, and then next week is when you should get your 2022 design that we did last week on the stream. This one's kind of fun though, because like when you draw it, you see all like the depth in this snow here. Like some are blurred out and some are solid shaped, so you get a lot of depth in the whole design. And obviously the blurred out background right to the back, it helps the snowman really stand out. I'm pretty pleased with it. It's just a fun little charcoal design. And I don't think I've got much else to show you. I'm working on a few things. Oh, this one was something I've been messing with. Just standard procedure, isn't it, really, for me? But just messing with like doing just dark letters and how does the light bounce on and off of everything. So I don't think I've got anything else, but if you didn't see it last week, this is the Patreon exclusive tutorial that's going to be going live next week. So you've got this really cool light bulb design sign. So this will be live for everybody next week, probably Tuesday. I think I'm filming it either tomorrow or Friday. It's going to be a long one though, so be ready. And let's go back to where I was. So I just want to mess around with doing some little fun little graffiti designs, really. Just try and create some like sort of nice 3D looking text. Evening Joel, hope you're well. Richard, how you doing? Nice to see you back in here. What's everybody up to today? Because it's an hour earlier, so what's everybody up to? I imagine the people in the UK are at home now, but in the States you're probably at work still, right? Look how cool these little graphics are. I love this little outline around the outside of the cam, and that one at the very top looks beautiful. Right, should we do something? Yeah, it'll work, Kat. So how long is it, Kat, until you finish work then? Don't you usually drive home? Yeah, red lights. Yeah, I remember now. Right, to start with, I'm going to just sketch out some bits. Not sure about this music, but we'll roll with it for a bit. I want to create like a light sketch of what it is I want to do, then fill in the lines, and then just add some like little bubble looks to everything, really. You did some graffiti back in the day. What, real graffiti or like artwork designs? I've got about 2 to 3 more hours to go as well. Damn. I'm good. My girlfriend has just left for work as she has the night shift at the hospital to free up your whole evening. What word should we use? Let's just use I had some example pieces. I liked the some inspiration over here. What's up, Dark Soldier? What's up, Milo? Not actually on buildings or anything, but on paper. Been a good citizen. And Dobby, I'm hiding in my basement eating Indian takeout. Is that where your control center is, Dobby, with your monitors and your whole desk setup? And Julie, I had my first human contact today in 10 days. I think the cat is now officially my best friend. What am I doing? So yeah, let's just do my name. It's probably easiest. So I've got some inspiration up on the sides, like a little just collection of pins over on Pinterest. There's a few that I like the look of. Look at this one. One thing I like about graffiti as a style is that like people are just so brave with their like movements. So I'm going to sketch out the shapes first and then adjust it how I want to. I came across my stuff a few years ago. My mum was cleaning my stuff, and I found to see how much stuff she has saved. That's where the magic happens. What does happen? Matt with a super chat. GG on the channel this year, mate. Keep up the hard work. 2020 will be lit for you. Matt, appreciate the super chat. You're a bomb. Let's see how sick that animation was. Can we run that back? There we go. Look how cool that is. Dude, I appreciate you. Thank you, dude. It has been a mad year. We spoke about this last week, didn't we, guys? Can you see that sketch? Oh, that camera's completely frozen. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Let's try and fix this, shall we? Damn. 2 seconds. Let's just see if I can fix this. There we go. There's the magic. GG means, it's like a gaming thing. So GG means good game most of the time. So GG can just be like, just well done, basically. Good game, well done. You lot are all like, what, above 40? So you probably wouldn't know. I'm joking. I drew that one in there. Didn't like the look of that on the inside there at all. I'm just going to draw all the letters in and then space it how I want. Dolby, I ain't got a clue what you're on about. Must have been lagging. Bad connection or something. Zoomer? Does that mean you're admitting you're a boomer? Ah, it's all coming out now. Guys, sometimes, right, joking about age, people hate that. Like some people get really twitchy about their age. I remember working with a guy, and I made a joke about age of some sort to him once, and he was not happy, like, at all. Like, what's the cut-off year being a millennial? I actually have no idea. Exactly, it's how you feel. Matthew with 2 T's. Is that a new account? This L. That L's too normal. Pen feels like it's stopping. Something like that I'll do. Just scale it down. Nothing serious today. If I continue doing more styles of it, then maybe I'll refine certain bits. But just as sort of laying out the setup of it. Just set up my streaming account. Are you actually? Well, look. Oh, hang on, let me catch up. I love shocking people when I tell them I'm a grandma cat. It's mental. It's mental. Because I've seen the photos that you put on like Discord and stuff, and on Facebook, Instagram. I feel young and act young. That's all that matters, Milo. And my husband is 10 years younger than me. Wow, it keeps you younger, doesn't it? All I care about right now is this stream, my ice cold Red Bull, and a delicious korma. Yeah, but what Red Bull have you got? Have you got the red one? You got the red one. I've changed it up today. I've got a cafe latte from Starbucks. These are beautiful. Right, let's use that as a guide. See what we can change on each letter. So I would like, if I was going to do it, like group all of those together. Maybe lower each one and redo them. About 30%, that's pretty good. Oh guys, did you, just as a question, while people are here, what's, have you noticed that the videos are in 4K now on the YouTube channel? And if so, do you use 4K? Would you prefer your videos being in 4K or not? Sugar-free one. Is it only one? You didn't notice? So I recently switched my editing software. So now it actually does export correctly for 4K. I've been technically doing it for a while, but it just never ended up actually uploading and then, well, sorry, being uploaded and then being recognized in 4K, even though the file was. Really weird. This stream won't be in 4K, but the YouTube tutorials are in 4K. They're so much better because I used to punch in on the videos a little bit, so I can make the same video work for like Instagram Reels and all that sort of stuff. So now they're a bit crisper when you punch in. Julie. Oh, that's a nice brush. Trying to find. I thought I had like Does anybody else feel like they're in an elevator? I kind of like the music, but I don't at the same time. Let's try this one. Let's try it. These are all stream free, so they're all good. Okay, so I quite like this line here. That's quite a nice looking line. Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to mess around with doing too many iterations, so I might go straight to the line work. Let's see if I've got... Ooh, mini textures. I need to remember that little brickwork for the background. Ah, that's the one I was looking for. This line is smooth. I'm gonna put some stabilization on there as well. Yeah, I know, I'm proper going for it, Marie. We got lovely, lovely animations. If I replay this one, which I get these alerts as well. I'm going all in on it. We got some really cool stuff in this setup. And before you ask, I did not draw it or design it in any way. They're all stream assets from Streamlabs. So this line here probably needs to connect a little better than that. Glad to see you in here, Marie. How is your week going? Don't like that. I need to balance like a rounded corner against like the other rounded corners. So like technically this area down here should all be the same. So like you don't want your whole style being completely different. It's got to match. So like here, I might go and just erase this edge. So thanks to everybody sharing my tutorial designs, I think, on like Facebook and stuff. And if you do that, I greatly appreciate you. But I think we're gonna hit 10K on the YouTube channel probably New Year's. Oh, the camera's stopped working again. You just think I'm not doing anything. What's going on? Alright, let me switch that around. I don't know what's going on. Turn my phone on and off. Let's try that. You guys don't think I'm doing anything? I'm talking about my design. Come on, turn back on. There we go. Right, well that loads up. What's new? What is new? Guys, has anybody spoken to Kirsty much? We haven't seen her around here for a little while. Should we try this again? What's up, Annie Ruda? Is this working now? It's working for a minute. It's working. What's up? What's up, buddy? Man, I have missed so much because they're having me work. It's just outrageous, isn't it? These people, they've got no consideration. This brush pen is really smart. I'm just messing with some graffiti stuff tonight, to be honest with you. Just taking it easy. Not going to get anything too sort of in-depth and hyper detailed. I want to mess around with the style because I'd quite like to do like a little graffiti style tutorial at some point, but like, it's just practice, isn't it? And that's what I always say that this stream is mainly. It's just me practicing doing some different designs, and that's it. That's all it is. So let's try and get this flick here nailed, which that really wasn't. I'm going to leave that like that. That's cool. And spoke to her today. She's fine. Just super busy at the moment. Fair enough. No, that's good to hear. And she is a-okay. You get so used to seeing certain faces around here, and then when you don't, you're like, God, am I getting boring? No answer required there at all. But am I getting boring, or are they busy? Are they well? You know, you never know. Never know. By the way, you have some dope artworks, bro. Appreciate the love. Appreciate you dropping in, saying some kind words. Like a really huge fan, and you are really my inspiration. I appreciate that. Appreciate the love. What's up, Kevin? How you doing? What's up, YouTube? Mr. McConaughey himself in the building. So this is kind of where a good example would be that I like the O there, and I like the aesthetic of it, and the fact that there's a few different areas of it. Like I like this wrapping around there, so maybe I'll do the same. Maybe I'll do like adjust maybe this E ever so slightly to do something exactly like that. That's a nice, beautiful, smooth line. What's up, YouTube? What, is that my intro? My intro on YouTube, you mean? Isn't that weird that like everybody creates an intro? And like it's one thing you think about at the very beginning, like what's gonna be my intro? Wait, did you, Julie? What are you saying yes to there? Are you saying yes to me? I just caught the end of that. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Joe, back at it again with another vid. Do you know, I hope one day it just never happens, and you can like clip this if you want to. Just like, I hope never, like when YouTubers have been doing it a long time, they start to create more and more eccentric intros. They're like, they'll load up a video, and all you'll hear for like the first 5 seconds is like, "What the f is up, YouTube? How you doing?" And they just go in, and you're like, Jesus Christ. But to them, they don't realize that they're doing it, because they constantly keep making the intros more and more and more every time. So if I go like around here into like there, maybe. It's your boy Joe, back at it again with another video. And then they start swearing in it as well, and it just goes to a whole new level at that point. Like if I could go full on crazy, like grab the mic and be like, "Yo, what's up, YouTube? How the fuck you doing?" I don't know what to do about this camera. But thank you for pointing it out. Too punchy. Still not working. wonder why that's not working. You hate it, what? I hate when they yell into the mic. You like that intro? Oh, that would split the audience. That would, I tell you what, if I did like a proper, like, high energy video, like, I think my audience on YouTube would be like, what the hell is going on? I hate when they yell into the mic. Yeah, I had a Pokemon Go YouTuber that I followed until he started doing that. Which YouTuber was that, Kevin? It's the fastest way to catch and unsubscribe from me. And then unfollowed him. It should be working now. Deep voice, John. I should start doing my videos then at like first thing in the morning. What's up, guys? It's Joel. I'm in my PJs. We're going to draw today. How you doing? Oh, Mystic 7. Yeah. I like Mystic 7. I still watch him, to be fair. Wanted to try that in one line, see if it will come up. It's the raspy voice first thing in the morning. You get to see the PJs. What did we say last week about buying hats? Joel create hats, like beanies. Like, I'd do a beanie. Nah, that's nice. Now that L is very boring, so we need to try and do something with the L. So maybe we could change like this bottom area down here. Maybe redo that. What if we did like a... Does that look like a pair of ass cheeks, like from the sides? I'm not sure I like it. I want Joel create PJs now. Shove the hat. I'm very tempted next year to do like very limited like merch drops, and if people buy them, people buy them, but I'll just take them off the site. So, you know, it would be interesting to see how it goes. Next year, actually soon, because I'll hit 10k on YouTube, I'll be able to put my merch underneath the videos. So hopefully that starts to move a little bit, because if the merch gets bought, the price will come down. Once you start to sell a few, it brings the sale price down, which is pretty cool. What's up, Dobby? $10 for the pajamas. Is that for a set? Have you just purchased a set and they don't even exist? I mean, $10 for some Joel Craig PJs, that's a good deal for you. I reckon I'll be out of pocket. I get discount because I'm Dobby. Dobby, listen, every week you're in here super chatting. It does not go unnoticed. I appreciate the support every week. I see you, baby girl. Let's go up here. No, that again, I'm not sure. Oh, Kat, did you hear your shout out in Did you hear the shout out, Kat, in the candy cane tutorial, the Patreon one? I gave you a verbal shout out for your contribution for the glitter brush. Also, you didn't. It's in there. I quite like that. I quite like that. Who wouldn't want to climb into bed with Joel's face all over them? Jesus. Well, maybe the hat for me. Kevin doesn't want any of the PJs. We've all got to back this, Kevin. I need you with me. I need you. We need numbers here. My husband might raise his eyebrow or two. She wants to check Joel's electric. Ah, you're welcome, Kat. Christy says hi. Where's Christy? Wait, she like blocked me or something? Can I not see her messages? Oh, she said she's busy but misses you dearly. She's usually in here, isn't she? First thing in the morning before a little school run. I thought she would have more time to be in here today because it's a bit earlier. Do I get paid overtime, chat, for me turning up early? Did you install the iPad OS update yet, Kevin Hicks? Which one? Which one? This is the latest version, whichever one it is. 15.1, is it? Well, I know 15.2 came out the other day. Right. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. I think now I'll just start thickening up some lines, working out which shapes I want to put on top of the other one. And then, yeah, we'll carry on with this. It's kind of fun to do something like this. You just got to do it some justice. Yeah, a friend of mine was mentioning about that. I've not installed it yet though. Hopefully if it doesn't mess up Procreate in any way. I don't think it would do. Although I've had an error lately, and you'll see it in the latest video of I'll load a palette in and then the palette order completely changes when you're selecting the background colour. It's really annoying. Folks, while you're here, if you can just drop a like down below, helps the video out a lot. Send it onto people's home screens and fingers crossed get some eyeballs over here. What's up? Jose, or I'm going to say Josie, Jose, which one? Hola. Guys, if you didn't already see, there's been new posts over on Patreon, so try and check that out when you get a sec. I'm pretty confident that the site was all over the place today, so if you haven't already, go and check that out over on Patreon. There should be some little things in there just asking you what you want to see tutorial wise coming up next year. I did take a lot of people's suggestions at the beginning of the year, and actually when I realised, I actually started to plan them out quite a bit throughout the year, and I used them as idea concepts throughout the year. So if you pop your suggestions over there, you might end up seeing one that you like that covers exactly that. A couple of people said Cooper, which is understandable, and he will be back. I keep saying this all the time, but he will be. It's just wanting to get the Christmas stuff prioritized. And if I get time, maybe I'll do an extra tutorial for YouTube and just try and fit that into the schedule somehow. The J in my name is pronounced like a H, so it'll be Jose, not Hola. Not Hola. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thanks for clearing that one up. I butcher most names, so I do apologise. Got a question for anybody here. Does anybody watch the lives back the next day or at all? And do you ever see it up on your home screen on YouTube and go back and watch it, or is it just something when you're in here you watch and then that's it? Ages in Holland. Just gonna swear then. Still need to get that buzzer, don't I? Still need to get that buzzer. What's up, Sissy? I go back and watch it. Oh, you're here as well. Appreciate you saying hello. Good to see you're in it. You go back and watch it. That's cool. That's why I ask if anybody is here, they like the video, because it helps it the following day just to get resurfaced to people. I've watched a few lives back. Something epic if something epic has happened, face reveal of the Holland. Yeah. How many times have you watched that last one back? The one time a year you were nice to see me. God, the views on that must be through the roof. Turn that L off. Fill this little bit in. I want to get to the colouring stage as quickly as possible, but I just want to make sure this line work around the outside is looking good before we get there. Just create some good, nice big shadows in here. Something like that. Let me sit up right. It's a slouch. I rewatched one when they told me you were revealed. Yeah, that's a funny one. That needs to go into like my reaction video actually of 2021. I need to probably write that down because I'm going to do a video. I've got a cool idea in mind for. I've mentioned before I was going to do it on stream, but I wanted to give it a bit more time. I really want to do it properly and just see how it plans out. But a good little idea for like a year reaction video. So just to recap some sort of highlights of the year. So I think like you should always celebrate your successes, no matter how big or small. And reflecting on a year is always a good one, isn't it? Also, big shout out to Kat if she is still here. She upgraded her subscription on Patreon once I revealed the Patreon exclusive merch for next year. Whole year's worth of top tier. Mental. Made sure to thank her for her support. Another diamond. Oh. Good question, actually. While people are here, is has anybody received like an email or anything if you're a top tier supporter about the merch? Did they send anything out to you, or from what I know, I think you'll just get an email as and when the merch is available for you to redeem. But until then, I'm not sure anything happens. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with you. I'm going to say happens again just for the fun of it, why not? Oh, and then when you cursed, you realise you'd been doxed by your hero. Yeah. I mean, listen, it was funny. It was funny. It was such a natural moment, though. Like, naturally funny, natural emotion of swearing on that moment. But I tried to keep it clean most of the time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, in my real life, yeah, this is not real, guys. It's not real. I've got a bit of a potty mouth sometimes, but on stream I keep it clean. Joe, what's been some of your highlights this year? It's probably a few different highlights to think of. The number one, right, will be I was sat in here and we were playing. I was playing games with the boys, and I got a message on Instagram from an account, and I was like, oh, it's just another account that wants to repost my videos. Maybe they'll have like a few thousand followers or something. And I don't know if you've heard of an Instagram account called Puberty. It's like Lad Bible basically. They post just like, you know, stuff that's trending like virally on the internet and stuff. And they had something like 29 million followers on Instagram. And when they said they were going to repost my content, I said to the boys, I was like, this account called Puberty's just messaged me. And I remember one of the boys, and he said, oh, I know that account. Yeah, it's huge. And like, what do they want? And I was like, yeah, they want to repost my videos. And I was like, what? I didn't realise how big. Sorry, they were like, what? And I was like, what's the matter? And they were like, they're huge, mate. So I checked, and then I swiped down. That's when I tapped on it to see how big they were. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, guys, go for it. Like, absolutely. And I thought, this is probably not going to happen for a few days. Maybe maybe they won't do it at all. I don't know. Sometimes accounts do that. They posted it next day. And my phone went mental, like, and I mean mental. Like Instagram went crazy. Like I had to go into the settings and just completely turn Instagram off. It was just, I couldn't see the top part of my phone because it was just boom, 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 boom. People messaging, people commenting, people liking, people following, and I was at about 2,200 subscribers, followers on Instagram at the time. I think it might have been around about that, about 2,000. And I just remember they went through the roof. I think I gained 5,000 followers on Instagram in like, I'm gonna say about like 10 hours. It was mental, and it just wouldn't stop. I remember turning to Mrs. Create, and I was like, look at this. And I was like, I'll try and find the phone recordings of it, because they were just like boom, 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 boom. That's mental. And that just like took things to another level. And I got very lucky twice. One video on the TikTok that you've seen loads of times gone viral with like 3 billion views, and then them posting my content as well. And it was one lad said to me, is there any way I can support you? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, you know, I wouldn't mind supporting you monthly, just to, you know, help you along with your channel. And well, it wasn't even a channel at that point, it was just with your content. And I was like, okay. So I researched it there and then, and I created Patreon, and that was it. So that's a huge moment. That was like a real kick up the backside, and move along pretty quickly. So yeah, it was that was probably one of the top 5. That was probably top 2, if not top 4 moments this year. Hitting 100 patrons was a huge one for me as well. Hitting 100 patrons is mental, because that's just so much support from so many people. And now, do you know what I was thinking about the other day? I said to you guys literally only a couple of months ago, of like talking to you guys a couple of months ago about like, listen, if we can stay above 100, I'll up the videos to 3 a month on Patreon. We're now at like 180 or something like that, and it's like, what is going on? And I was like worried, oh, maybe we won't stay 100 over 100, and now we're like, woof, straight to the moon. Let me catch back up on chat. I'll think of some more things. Watch it like 10 times. I don't think I got anything, Kat. Kat, what's up? What do you mean you don't think you got anything? Julie, what do you mean you didn't get anything either? Oh, about Patreon. Maybe that's maybe me catching up. Kreslin, totally new to your channel, but love your tutorials and drawings style. I think it's awesome that you engage with all your content you're tagged in. Appreciate all the fun tutorials. Kreslin, appreciate you being in here, dropping some love in here, and it's great to see a new face, and I'm glad you're enjoying the tutorials. Miss Create. Why is there only like 6 of us on here? I thought we had more. Oh, I can see 14 as the number in the top history. And then the rest is history. Matthew with 2 T's. I'm not part of the Discord, to talk to me. Any rumours of NFTs? Is there something you're going to explore, or any of your followers would love to purchase and own? There will be an NFT coming next year, early next year. So that will be something I'll work on pretty quickly. And we will... it may be a solid individual NFT. It may be a collection. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'll work it out. And Kat wants to get into NFTs. You asked if you got an email about merch. Thank you, Kat. Appreciate you. And Sissy with the $19.99. You are amazing. Super sticker. Let's run that back. Oh, I missed it. Let's see that alert. There we go. Sissy, I appreciate you and your support. That's unbelievable. Thank you so much. Little super sticker. I think then you go up at the top there. Yeah, you go up at the top right here. That's the latest donation. Sissy, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And Julie, yeah, sorry, I caught back up. So yeah, that was like 2 big moments this year. The face reveal was a big one, obviously. It's just a funny moment, but it was a big moment for me in a sense, because at that point, that's it. Like, you know, I've not been able to go down to the shop since. It's just a nightmare, do you know what I mean? But hello, Jacob. I tell you what. I tell you one thing, which was a big moment for me. Well, not a big moment, but like a highlight in a sense was everybody's support regarding my old man passing last month. So that was pretty crazy. Just the amount of support was just awesome. And when you realise you got so many good supporters in your community, it just makes it all worthwhile. So much love, so much understanding. I like this. Let's just get some colour in. Face reveal, best moment hands down. You were scared though, Joe. I have no idea why. I'm scared of what, the face reveal? I'm not sure I was scared in a sense, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're referring to. Like, for me, it was like a big deal. Like, I wanted to hold on to it a little bit, and sometimes you just don't know how far this is all gonna go. So, is it worth just putting your face out there? And now look, right? That O needs to go in front of the J. The E is fine. Let's just move the E along a smidge. Just reveal a bit more of it. E in front of the L? Yeah. Thinking back to, I tell you what, right? Like, thinking back to the first time I went live, maybe there was a little bit, you know, of thinking, yeah, this is properly it now. Maybe there was a little bit. I'll think back to it of not nervousness, but a little bit, because you think, oh, you think everybody knows their own personal imperfections, and you're like, oh, someone going to say this, that, and the other. But to be honest with you, now it's happened, and now I'm at the stage we're at now. I couldn't give a damn. Someone could come in here and I'll just kick them straight out. I'm so glad we're all here for it too. Yeah, I know I think it was like packed out, wasn't it? Well, not packed out. I said packed out. It was. There's quite a few people in here for the exposing. Maybe I'll react to that at some point. Catch that back and beep it out. Cat. He was scared he wasn't going to be able to walk down the street without people asking for a hug or picture. When I find out that like Julie's moved down to like Devon, that's when I know, you know, maybe a face reveal wasn't the best idea. I'm getting hunted down. Marie, it was hard for me to reveal my mug. Yeah, I think you also encouraged me, Marie, to do it, because you were mentioning, like, you know, just do it, just get it out, get it done. And it'll help you out. And it does help people out, you know. People like to see it. Like, patrons will sign up and then come into here on a Wednesday, and they're like, oh, it's great to see the face, to put a face to the name, sort of thing. So that's pretty cool. You'll have to tell us when you do go somewhere and someone actually recognises you like that. I mean, come on. It's probably not going to happen, but if it did, I'd be gassed. I'd be like, yo, that's sick. At the time, I'd be like, sorry, who are you? And they'd be like, oh, you know, no. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, cool. Want to get your iPad out? We'll do a drawing. Are you saying you're out of my league, Joe? Cheeky. No? What are you on about? I didn't mean that at all. I mean, just like on a stalker level, you know. Band-Aid, gotta rip it off fast. Is Chili about to flip a table? I like this. Anyway, this is coming along quite nice. Let's have some fun with this now. Get it coloured in. Chat, give me some colours. What colours do we want? While I put together a background. While I try out that brick collection that we saw a second ago. just see if it comes out right. Mini textures it was, and it's this brick one here. Julie, what are you crying about? Blues, teal, purple, pink. Blues, pink and purple's dead in it. There we go. Blues. Okay, cool. Let's do that. All my favourite colours to work with, obviously, with all this. I do know my colours, Milo. I do indeed. Okay, cool. Let's put together a quick little palette. Although I think let's just use that one. The only thing with that is let's just make a blue. Pop that in there. That's quite a nice blue straight off the bat. Cat deleted her message. Oh no. Joel, great colours, love. Do you know, I've been thinking of changing the logo, my logo, from blue and like that tealy yellow to like blue to pink. Because like that's just what I like those colours all the time, and I just like that look. But I'm worried about changing it. I've never seen it. I've never seen it, WR. I'm so sorry for letting you down on your reference there. Yeah, there's loads of graffiti fonts. I've got a few really good ones, which if I was going to do a tutorial, maybe we would use instead. I don't know. Depends on how people feel, but shall I show you a few? Oh my god. Scale that up a second, and let's turn this group off. I'll show you a few little fonts I've got. Let's change that to a word that we like the look of. What about Joel? Great, we like the look of that. Let's just go Joel. That's a pretty cool font. Yeah, there's loads on Defont. You just got to make sure you pick one that you can use for like commercial, but that's pretty cool. I've got the dripping one. This one, it's like an outline font, that one. I did have some more, I think I did anyway. This one. Whoa. See, that's like a full-on like font. Hang on. As in, I'll explain what a font is. A font for me is like a design, like a designed font. So you see that? It's like actually got the design inside the font. So it's like a whole thing on its own. You don't even need to do anything. Yeah, that's it. I love like that sort of style. I love that kind of graffiti look to things. It's pretty cool. It did remind me actually that potentially before I go ahead and do this, I did want to maybe add in some like dripping sort of look to this style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the backgrounds off. Change that back to like a light colour. And before I fill them in, I'm going to undo all that. What is the time? Because I've just been nattering away. Oh, I've got ages. I'm going to add in some like dripping effect. So I tell you what, before I mess it up, let's duplicate that, turn that off. That's my backup folder. And let's go back up to the brush that we were looking at. It wasn't brilliant strokes. It was... Oh, where's my brush gone? There it is. Line. I have a problem with fonts. Oh, what, like keeping hold of a load of them? Do I actually want to do like the little drip effect? What I want to do is add in some extra line work on them. That's what I want to do. Or do I want to do that as part of the... Listen. Okay, let's undo all that. Go back to where we were. Overthinking it. Don't need to overthink it. So if we make our base color purple, some other layer is referenced, that's right. Let's work on the O first. So I'm thinking like blue from the bottom and then pink from the top, so we can create some solid outline shapes there. So maybe like this teal color from the bottom. So let's clipping mask that to that. I purchased 2 terabytes of cloud storage space to hold one of my fonts and Procreate brushes. Jeez. Joel, one day could you teach me about embossing and deposing letters? I tried, but something is missing. Embossing letters and deposing letters. Yeah, I mean, I can do it 100%. If you can find me an example and send it to me on like Patreon, just send me an example on Patreon in the chat, or if you can't do that, just message me on Discord. You can privately message me if you want, and then I'll get a good reference for what it is you're talking about. But yeah, absolutely. I love doing lettering. So underside of everything, we will do a lovely put some separate layers to start with, just in case I change it up. So like letters that are recessed. Yeah, for sure. I can do that. I don't know if I want to do the dual tone completely, but we'll see. Could look pretty good if we add in like a darker purple. So like, what's the darker tone of that one? Maybe that. It's not so bad. So just a general shadowed area. Wait, what? My eyes have just gone funny again. I don't know why they do this sometimes. That's always my sign to say, right, we're done now. This song needs to be skipped pronto. This song is making me uncomfortable. you want me to change the songs up? Should we try this one? This one looks pretty good. Damn, my eyes have gone funny. I'm not sure. I like the double tone. Maybe let's try instead, like alpha lock that layer. Let's turn off the pink, but then use the pink in certain areas with like a soft airbrush or something instead. So grab the soft airbrush. I like without the pink. Guys, I just want to make sure you're happy and you're having a wonderful time. I'm getting slaughtered for it. Wow, my eyes have gone real funny. My eyes gone cross, chat. But mixing the pink with the blue kind of hits. What if we flip the blue round? So we keep the shadow colours, that's fine. So we shadow up everything, go back to that brush. I need to go just to the recent section, don't I? Start utilising that a little bit more. Then if we flip the blue highlight around, so instead it goes on the top now instead. That might look better. So that sort of look over here. I'm not sure I like the blue. What's up, Kirsty? We just talk about you. Julie was going off. Joel, maybe you need glasses. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. It's strange. Like sometimes, like when I was younger, I would always like squint when I would do art. So like when I then turn to read you guys, I'm just like slightly cross-eyed. But I never, during the day, I never have any problem. It's literally only when I'm streaming, so you lot are like messing my face up. This is the money maker. Like if this goes, we're done, chat. We're done. Like that's it. We're just, there's nothing left. I've got nothing left. Needs a professional comment reader with a Scottish accent. That would be. You can get text to chat. So like they will speak it out, like the app will speak it out. Marie with the $20. We adore you and we are happy. Marie, you didn't have to do that, but I appreciate the support. You guys are going nuts with the super chats tonight. That is crazy. I appreciate you, Marie. Thank you so much. technically right now, Marie is my first ever donation and my last ever donation. So, not that I'm going anywhere. Relax. Well, unless my face gets messed up. Maybe we just do the highlights as white. I think maybe that would look better. Much better. So we do a little bit of gradient in there with the pink and then use the dark colors underneath. I like that. I like that a lot. And I think when we come back in here afterwards and maybe add in like, you know, some dots in here for nice little textures and little dashes as well. Something like that, maybe a couple of dots over here, maybe a nice big one, and then some dashes down the sides. That's gonna look really cool. Go buy yourself some glasses now. Do you think I actually need to buy some? I think I always look quite nice in glasses. Maybe I should buy some. But what would I buy? I'm actually asking you for help now. Like, what would I end up buying? Right? Because my vision's top drawer. So I don't know what I'd need to get to like help stay focused. I don't know. That's looking cool though, eh? Do we like the look of that? I think that looks quite cool. Kirsty, how are you all? Sorry I've been so quiet lately. I've been snowed under with work, crochet and family stuff. So yeah, Kirsty, Julie did say that you were super busy, so yeah, I'll give you a pass this week. Yeah, my eyes did the same before I got some. Oh no. Blue light blocker glasses. I've been tempted by them. I reached out to a company and they said that they've already got so many collabs with people that they can't fit us in, and I was gutted. I was. And they were really like eco. They come in like these really nice little bamboo cases, super like thinking about the whole environment effect of everything. Alright, I'll take a look then. That's what the optician would tell you, Joe. July is her stage name. I knew I recognised it from somewhere. Okay, cool. Let's carry on. So we're just going to do white in those areas. That's fine. Let's do the J next. So I think just to make things consistent, I should probably do all of the J and then just eliminate the stuff I don't need anymore. So we're going to darken up. Just realised my love was behind. Has Joel seen me? I've seen you, Kirsty. I said hello and read your comments out. Wild and in July. That's her like actual performance. I use them for long tattoo dating sessions. Oh, drawing sessions. Marie. My stage name is Marie. But just what? Oh yeah, of course it is. I don't really think about it like that. I suppose it is a stage name, isn't it? What should my stage name be? Kirsty, I see you, girl. I'll see you in the chat. If everybody's here, drop a like down below. That'll help the channel out. And if you're new, get over onto Patreon. My stage name would be Doodle. That's it. Just Doodle. Chocolate is my stage name. Nah, I want a stage name. I want a fun stage name. Remember when he told us his name wasn't really Joel? I remember that. Design that was meant to be, but my cat decided to walk across the keyboard. I see you. I see you, Richard. I hear you. My real name is Lakeisha. I told you. Yeah, I saw that on Patreon. I think you then changed it. Jory Pencil Pants. That's not making any money. Jory Pencil Pants. Come on. I saw that though. I'm Stephanie. Nice to meet you. You're considering it. I can see it in your eyes. Hey, I can't see anything through my eyes. Kirsty, rub my beads. I'm gonna have to go. Break time is over. I have so much to do. I'll be back in the Xmas rush. Joe, I hope you're good. I'm very good, Kirsty. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are raking it in over Christmas with all your orders. And we'll see you again in the new year, I guess. And you got some free time. Well, actually, you know, fingers crossed, you stay busy all the way after. That'd be good. Okay, that's looking good. So what did we do then? We then added in a gradient. Let's do that underneath. Grab the pink, soft airbrush. What did I do? Yeah, but for the, oh, actually, I'm gonna have to. Marie, have you got super thanks yet on any of your videos yet? Well, not on any of your videos, I mean on your channel in general. Have you gone to see if it's available to you? Folks, if you've only just joined the live stream, drop a like down below, help the channel out tomorrow when everybody sees the video, if they are watching it back. We're just doing a little bit of graffiti work, and if you're new here on a Wednesday, I always do a live stream. So make sure to come and say hello. And if you're new here, just say hello in the chat. Okay, cool. So now what I should do is also then, I'm going to create a new layer for it, add in the shadow from the O, sat on top of it. That's not Julie's real name, surely. Julie's name is Julie. Oh, wrong colour, wrong colour. Joking. What's up, Evelyn? Hello from Holland. I'm Evelyn and I'm watching. Evelyn, we have a ignore what everybody's saying there. One time, the Pen.Tips, the company that sent me this grip and glove, but also a few of the supporters here, ordered some Pen.Tips, and I had a funny 5 minutes and ended up combining the Netherlands and Holland to the Holland. Now, I didn't realise I'd said this until everybody started reminding me in chat, and then I just refutely denied it. But they played it back to me and I made an error and they just won't let it go, so just ignore them. They're not talking so much directly to yourself, but just to a mistake that I once made. So that's why they say the Holland as a little hashtag. And they never forget this lot. I've got a bunch of elephants in this chat. They never forget. Poor Charlie has to explain this every week. This is why we did not get the Holland sign. Not happening. This is not happening. The Holland sign. Because I just get people coming here all the time that have any idea what it means. And he's saying it's got to go into my 2020 reels. Should that be in your highlight? I don't think it will do. I think it'll stay a little private joke between us who were here at the time. Well, it's not going to be very funny to anybody else who wasn't here, you know. But we were here. I was unfortunately here. The face reveal probably will go in. I'm not sure when I'm going to do this. I might end up doing it in January because that's when the channel is a year old. Like very early January. The Holland doesn't go in, I'm boycotting. Boycott away, my dears. Boycott away. Bang these shadows, Joel. Oh, dang these shadows. I thought you said bang these shadows. Bang these shadows in. Are you guys gonna do the same thing that we did last time? Are you gonna end up? Oh, we want this is a that's what I imagine you're like sounding like. Oh, what this is a tutorial. If we were gonna do a tutorial like this, I'd probably end up doing like a font instead, because then like everybody could do it. I think drawing text like this sometimes might be a bit off-putting to a few different people. What's up, Sylvia? How you doing? Hey guys, I can't believe I made it. Great to see you in here. Font it. Yeah, we'll font it. So looking at that E, I've maybe added a bit more than I've added in the other areas. So maybe I need to go back to like J. I'm not sure else I could add any dashes. Maybe some here. Adds a little bit more to that one. No, that looks nice. That looks nice. It's almost just like a little bit of snow because it's such a high contrasting shadow set on the top there. Oh, we also need to do a shadow underneath on the E from the O. Nice. Might come back to everything afterwards. Maybe make some adjustments and just mess around. That's what I quite like about doing graffiti in general. It's quite a fun thing to do because yes, there's rules that you've got to learn how to spell, like, but that's about it really. You can just create any style as long as you're consistent across all your letters. I think you'll be fine. Let me catch back up on chat while I try and sort my lines out. What's up, Jesse? I'm never asking for a tutorial again after that attempt at our voices. Yeah, but yours is in a Scottish accent, so how can I do a whiny Scottish accent? Oh, come on, please, darling. Please, darling. No, I can't do it. Scrap that. The friggin' voice you gave us. Yeah, no, that's what bedtime stories are made of. This looks super fun, and a jump in the past for me. Yeah, it's just messing around really. Trying to implement some bits and bobs. We'll add in some nice drop shadows afterwards. A little bit of fun, change it up. It's only 9. My high school friends. What's up, Richard? Pledged on Patreon. Oh, I need the button. I need a button. A boo, 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 boo. I'll just have to keep doing it. Boo, 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 boo. Richard, I appreciate you coming and joining the Patreon family, the Joel Create family, or the JC fam as we call it. Make sure to check your messages that you're just about to receive so you can come and join us over on Discord and get all your extra benefits over there on Discord. My high school friends would always love to graffiti stuff in my diary. Yeah, it's pretty like, you do it like as you were kids, wouldn't you? Like exactly that. Dobby, Jesus. Whoa, Abigail pledged over on Patreon. That's a whole year, I believe. Damn. Abigail, if you're here in the chat, I appreciate you. I'm looking around for like a screen to be able to check everything. Are they the ones that happened earlier on today? And we're still catching up because obviously Patreon decided to not work today. The zombie needs to go. Halloween is over. That is true. No, they are brand new. Richard went straight in at the superstar supporter as well. Richard will do and love the sound effects. Hey Richard, I appreciate you dropping a super supporter. In 3 months from now, this is how Patreon do the merch. You'll be able to claim your merch, your exclusive content, and things will be rejigging at the start of next year. So you'll have access to everything. You'll get extra sneak peeks. You'll get early access to YouTube videos. That's one thing that's coming in 2022, and the merch as well. So take a look at that pinned comment, Richard, in the posts. It's like the restructuring. It's like a red table. And that's the stuff you'll be getting even more basically come 2022. So I appreciate you dropping it. And Abigail, if you are here as well, I appreciate you as well for a whole year's support over on Patreon. You guys are crazy. And Richie, I've seen you in here a couple of weeks in a row now, so I appreciate you being here. So important. I like that everybody's here on a stream, but important to me, I mean. Great to see the same faces week in, week out, whether you're at work. Oh, that's alright, I say work, like, I know most of you try to get away with murder working from home. I appreciate you being here week in, week out. I'd love to get a custom animation for, maybe that's something we'll do early next year. Get a custom animation for the alerts. So like the logo or something, do some sort of like animated dance. Or maybe I'll do a dance. One of the people I watch on stream, I don't know if you'll know who he is, but if you do, you do. Tim the Tapman, and he used to dance every time he would get a new subscriber. Not subscriber. Yeah, a new subscriber. Used to crack me up actually. I'm sure that goes against TOS, so terms of service, if I have to dance every time you send me money, basically. Like, I'm sure that's against the rules in many ways. Just realised it has my name here. I'm Akaya on the Discord channel, by the way. Good to see you, Akaya. Oh, of course. Oh, cool. So you've got two different names across the two. Good to link everybody up. I think more people would sign up if you did the dance. Yeah, MRP goes, MRP goes. TOS. Is it though? So, you want to discuss the terms of service? So you super chat to me, and I have to dance for money on YouTube. I mean, as long as the nipple doesn't slip out, I think we're good. I think we're good. And if you want to see a nipple, you gotta head over to Patreon. No, I'm joking. Don't be coming over there and be like, yo, where's the nipple? I want to see a nipple. Oh, that'd be so funny. So yeah, head over to my OnlyFans, links in the description. That is also a joke, by the way. Richard, if you're here, never heard that joke, one of our jokes before. The OnlyFans doesn't exist. If you want it, sign the petition. 2020, who knows what's going to happen. Oh, this is like nectar. Oh, damn. Let's get this image of someone being like, yo, I'm heading straight over there. I want to see that nipple. Milo, dance. Oh. Cat, you paid extra, but not that much. So, yeah, I did the Discord account recently and just slapped a nickname on it. Now you know my full name. Joel McNipple Slipperton. Joel McNipple Slipperton. I can't help but like go Slipperton. Wait, I don't know about my own OnlyFans account. Or is that somebody else's? What's up, Tarkizio? Da. Guys, quick question. Just I'm not trying to distract you from the OnlyFans. We can come back to that if you want. Show me what's this. Yeah. What was I going to say? Would you guys be interested in like a sticker drop? You know, something like that. So like I may potentially like do like a little sticker drop here and there. Or maybe like I say sticker drop, could be any sort of drop, like merch wise, but I was thinking like stickers would be cool because you could like build it up and like I would put them on like the back of my iPad and stuff. Say it again for the recording. Nah, you'll never get me. Although this is going to be back on YouTube, so you will have it. Where would the stickers be dropped? I don't know. Maybe I could put them on my own website. Maybe on... I don't know. I'm just trying to get an idea just to see if people would like sort of cool exclusives. Like we, somebody else I was listening to on a podcast. She would do a new like collection every 3 months or something, and I was like, I'd be down to do that. Didn't we talk about this already? We did talk. We talked about beanies though last time. Oh, where would they be dropped? Is that a dad joke? Is that a dad joke, Dobby? Thumbs up the video. Absolutely. Drop a like down below. Man, the man who inspired me to draw this live. What's up, Amson? How you doing? Everybody drop a like down below. Smash that. Guys, going back to what we were talking about, that's another one, isn't it, in videos where they're like, smash the living daylights out of the like button, and like sometimes they'll have like little things that pop up in the bottom of the screen and it's like smashing the screen to pieces. I'm just like, you need to chill. Smash the living daylights out of that like button. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I mean, I say that, but like, you know, it's always aimed in a different way. Smash the living hell out of that like button. Could I get... I was trying to see if I could let some of that font, some of the texture through. Thank you for your simple and cool tutorials. I'm sure you're very welcome, my friend. Thanks for dropping in and showing some love. Yeah, I know. We said we wanted beanies, didn't we? Oh, no, I remember you saying about putting a sticker on your iPad. Hey, you like stickers and try to make your own as well. That's cool. You like the wall, Marie? Came to life pretty quickly, that one, didn't it? I just don't like that, how that ended up coming out on the text, on the wall. I was hoping it would like let a little bit through, but it's not going to, which is a shame. The only thing I could do is just do it the other way around, so just set that back to normal. Grab the wall and merge them two together, and then merge the wall, like clip the wall to the top of the text. Hold fire. Clip that to the text, which then technically does do what I wanted it to kind of do. But let's just roll through these and see what we get. I mean, that does it. That literally just lets the brickwork completely through. So that's come out pretty bright. Let me try and fix that. Very bright on... Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm seeing. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Can I lock that? I don't think I can. PJ. Oh, Dobby, that's cool. Appreciate you letting me know. Abigail and Richard both joined the Discord. Appreciate you guys if you're here. Oh, Emboss and Emboss. I see you. Thank you for that. Okay, so what time is it? We've got an hour till I finish, so I will show you how to do Emboss and Deboss now. Sissy, are you here still? So this won't be a tutorial, just me showing you how to do it in a sense. You can watch it back if you want to watch the steps. I think I'm lagging a little bit because my Discord is taking ages. Sissy is here. Perfect. That's I love this GIF that I'm about to put in the Discord, the welcome to the family. I love that. Okay, so that was the emboss and debossed. Richard, just be sure to check the link that I if you didn't receive one, Richard, if you're still here in the chat, there'll be a link to how to get your Patreon exclusive content. So I can see you've not yet claimed it, and 2 seconds. I'll get back to the drawing in 2 moments. And Abigail as well, guys. If you've received the link before from me to how to claim your Discord roles, could you just quickly find that? It's on Patreon, so there's a link to how to link your Discord and your thingy together, Patreon. And if you could just pop it in the maybe in the welcome chat potentially, guys, if you get a sec, that would be magic, just to help out Abigail and Richard. That would be magic. If you could do that for me, I greatly appreciate it. Joel, did you put the candy cane tutorial under the Patreon list of Discord? No, I didn't. You trying to get a job? I did not. I'll do that now. I know where that link is. Get a shareable link. Do that now, and then I'll get back to this one. Marie, shut up. I loved it. See, like this gets me going on the live stream. Do you want me to turn it down? Is it too loud? That's gone now. It's gone now. That came out pretty cool. I'm kind of happy with that. That's okay. Embossed and embossed. Debossed, should I say? Right, let's create a new palette, a new canvas. Oh, that was completely in the wrong folder. That goes into stack. That's the Cooper design, by the way. Little sneak peek. If that's something that you like, the Cooper series, that will be coming back. So the best thing you can really do is set like a mid-tone color, because sometimes you need shadows and you need highlights to really pull it off well. So like that image that you just put on Discord in the general, or somebody did. Looking at that, so they've gone at it from an angled point of view, which is kind of a good thing in a sense, because you can get a lot of depth from it. So I might just sort of copy that sort of angle. So let's add some text. Let's do a word. Let's just do Joel create. Okay, maybe we double tap the whole lot. We go to font. We pick a nice bold font, because you want a font really that's going to give you a lot of size. Lemon Milk's pretty good actually. Uppercase all of it if it hasn't already. And then we'll grab this, pinch that down a little bit. We'll try and match that flat aesthetic, because the flat aesthetic will help you pull this effect off a little bit better. Because what you need is, a lot of the time, you want an angle. If you've got an angle, it gives you the opportunity to show depth in the font. So the first thing you can quite quickly do is we could grab the background color. If we're going to do debossed first, you need to always pick where your light source is coming from, Sissy. That's always the best thing. That's always the best thing to do. So if I was to create a new layer, I'm going to very, very cheaply just say that this is our light source up here. So that's our light. That font is not helping me. That brushy. So that's where our light source is coming from. So it's coming this way. So when you do deboss, so like deboss, so it's imprinted. First thing you can do is duplicate your layer. If I invert that now to black, tell a lie. We will invert the bottom one to black. So the bottom one's now black and the top one's white. If you tap on the top one and clip it to the original text, that means you can move this text now within the area of the text itself. So if I drag this down to the bottom right, straight away, you're already pulling most of this effect off. Like that L is perfect in a sense that the light's coming across and then you're seeing this shadowed side inside the text. And you're already seeing it. Now what you could do if you wanted to is, I shouldn't have done so many letters. What you could do is grab the monoline and then each letter link up the shape like that. So it's a straight line down so it matches the rest. So you've got to fill in all the gaps. So that's the E very crudely done. Probably just fix these edges a little bit on the O. The J's pretty good. That's if you want to create like a depth effect like that where you got solid lines down. I mean, without the lines, to me, that looks like just a, how can I explain that? It's not like walls of the inside of the letter. It's like, here's the top bit, we've cut out a piece of letter, and then that's the shadow being cast on the inside. So that's something that you could, that's the first sort of thing to do. And we've done something like this, correct, Kat, in one of our Patreon tutorials for the, somebody did good vibes, but I think I did, no, I think I did good vibes. What did I do? What did I do? Yeah, it was good. It was good vibes. So check out the good vibes tutorial if you want to do like an emboss. But I also added like a glass effect on top of that one. Looks more like 2 layers. So it can look like that to start with, and then you can add in some soft, smooth shadows. Because what I would do is I wouldn't have the background color like that. I wouldn't have it as white. I wouldn't have the white as the background color. I would have the same as the paper that it's on. And then what you'd also do is, let's just ignore the letters and filling in the gaps for a minute. I would grab the background color. I would also fill in the white layer with the same color. That's the first part. And then you also want to create a white outline as well, so you could do the opposite. So let me just sort of work that out in my head. You grab the base layer, let's just invert that to a lighter color, and then you press that to the left hand side slightly, and then you get that soft edge there. And you can then, they're your sort of drop shadows in a sense. So I'm going to work primarily over here because I can't be asked to do all the different letters. But they're your letters there. And then what you could do is you could grab your inner shadow color, which is this. Well, it's not that one actually. We could duplicate that layer, clip that to itself, which we're doing. We could then what's happened there? Oh yeah, we're going to select that one, and then we're going to erase it from that one. And then if we grab our adjustments, motion blur, and move that to the left hand side, that will give us a really soft shadow. And that part here looks really debossed. Is it debossed? Debossed. And you can do the same with your outer shadow as well. So I could select that, the original shape, and remove it from the white layer. So I could go clear. So I'm just left with this white streak, and then just grab the motion blur and soften that out if you wanted to. to create a lovely soft edge instead. You can really push that out, but no, I've gone too far with that. Maybe we can gouge and blur it. No, I quite liked it before. So, what are we... oh, hang on. Shush, don't distract them. Pretty accurate, I reckon, Marie. Looks more like 2 layers. So now that looks different, right? That doesn't look like 2 layers with a paper cut effect, like in my opinion. I mean, you could darken the whole thing in there. You don't have to use the the background color of the scene that it is you're using. So we could grab this color here. We could slightly darken it up. Slightly darken that up, and then fill that layer in. Oh, hang on, wrong way around. It's this layer here we want to fill in. You could darken it up. That gets a bit closer to what I'm seeing over on this was that white outline. You could actually duplicate that. Where's that gone? And then really blur that out. No, then you would motion blur it, I think. Motion it, gauge it, and then maybe lower the original. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. It was when it's shadowed, they were not connected. Yeah. Oh, the paper cut bit. Yeah. Shouldn't there be some highlight on the right side of the letters too? Well, there is. So that technically not on the right side of the letter, because that's where our light source is here. So with that coming down here, it's only because this goes inwards. So this is the opposite. If you were going to do embossed, Sylvia, you're correct. It's the opposite way round. So because this is going this way, it's hitting these edges here because that's the edge before the letter goes down and in to the space underneath or inside the letter. So if that light source coming down here, like the O is a great example, this edge here is facing the light source because anything down here is dropped down a tier out of the way of the light. So Sissy, I hope, if you want me to, I mean, maybe that's a good idea for a tutorial one day, I guess. I could break that down step by step of how I did that. So let's now repeat that process, but let's do, oh, I've just got messed up all my layers. Okay guys, now I'm getting the impression and I hear it, the music. We're in a rave. So let's move the text down and let's do exactly the same thing, but now let's do embossed. So the light source comes down and hits the text, so now it would hit the right hand side. So we're just going to do exactly the same as that, but the opposite way around with the opposite colours. I mean, I wonder if I could do that. So emboss is the only one, when I think about it, would need to be considered a little bit more, because you want to make it look 3D. So let me try and do that. You would duplicate the layer. Let's get a white version of it. And the highlight's going to be on the right hand side. So what we'll do is we'll drag the highlight underneath the main body of the text. Let's tap towards the top right. So that's where the light source is coming from. So that's now going to hit all those edges. Let's bring it back a little bit. We don't want it to be too strong. But we want it all the way over to the right hand side. So something like that for a minute. Don't worry about it looking off. Let's then select that and clear it from there. Guys, if you want me to change the music, sorry, I'm not paying attention for a sec. Let me know, I'll change it. So that's now, so the light source now is coming from that right hand side, and because there's nothing going down we're elevating the text, the right hand side would be hit by the light. The left hand side then would mean that it's all casted in shadow. Joe, just to let you know, I've not had a message yet. Okay, I'll give me a sec. I'll send it after the live stream, dude. It was set up that like automatic messages should be going out. Oh wait, how did you get your gold status then? Did somebody give you the link to it? I'm not on Discord right now. Oh, you think you just got it? Okay, cool. Perfect. So Emboss. So this one is an interesting one to try and do. Let's duplicate it. So we've got a couple of them, and let's do the same. We want to create a shadowed side as well. So we'll duplicate that. We'll alpha lock it to complete black. And then we need to move that to the left hand side slightly. So now we're moving it down to the bottom left. Something like that. Let's select that and remove that from here. Let's reclip that to the body, meaning we can bring that in to the shape. Now, just because, like, that's not finished by the way, but just because we've added a light side and a shadowed side, we still need to add in then how it affects outside of the lettering. So here would also cast a shadow onto the surface, because this is raised up, it would cast a small shadow outwards onto the edge. So that's clipped, but we can duplicate that and remove it from the body, meaning we can just grab that again and move it down to the bottom left. And then we could grab our motion blur and push that to the left hand side. And then maybe blur it as well, so it's not so solid. So, and then the highlight side would only have a highlight on it. So let me do that. I actually need to check that this music's still okay. I don't even know if we're still in the... Oh yeah, okay, we're still good, still good. Let's move the white across to the left hand side slightly, so I'm just blurring that out just to create the 3D sort of look to the text. And you can maybe even Gaussian blur that like 1 or 2%. So this one here is kind of an interesting one, because you can mess around with this as much as you want to try and get the level of height that you want in the text. So like if I start to like darken that up, we're slowly starting to raise the letters a bit higher off the page there. And I think this one, if you made this the same color as the background color, so lighten that up a little bit, that will start to sort of come to life a little bit more in terms of bringing it out of the page. So we deliberately darken the inside of this one simply to do exactly that, so we can show that because it's dropped down, it's out of the way of the light source, so at the top here, so that's coming across, all this is just casted shadow, whereas this here is hitting that edge, and therefore you can see the nice white highlight, and then we're casting a shadow and pushing the shadow across this way. Again, you can mess around with this as much as you want to. You could add your shadows, you could really push them away. The only thing you need to always make sure is that your shadows are like off to the left hand side. You don't want any shadow appearing on that right hand edge, but you also want them to stay close to the body of the text. What I would recommend is I would undo that. I would probably go around like the edge of each letter, not manually, you could probably do it, but I would go right around the edge, very sort of make sure that that connection between the shadow and the text is pretty close together. Yeah, I'm on the right line. Oh, that's why. So I would darken up right around this, tight to the edge of the text, just to show that the text, that's the darkest bit down here. Otherwise, it doesn't connect very well to the ground and the surface that it's on. Overall, that's kind of what you want to go for, really. Let me catch back up. Oh, dang! I love this jar. When you know how to use motion blur, or when do you know to use motion blur, Gaussian blur, I'm guessing. Merely just is the shape that you created too solid. Like, if it's too solid, you'll end up with like a. If you blur it, you'll smooth the surface out a little bit. So like it may roll, so can't see my hand. It may sort of, rather than it go sort of straight up and then across the top surface of the text, you'll, by blurring it, it's up to you how, if you want to do it, you round those edges off, so it becomes like a rounded, softer object. So it's up to you just basically what type of text style you want to create, to be honest with you, Sissy. If you go for something really solid, like I could brush in all of those, and the more times I do this, one, you kind of get a more of a chromatic effect, but that creates a much sharper line. It's less rounded, like it's softer and smoother. So it just depends on what, again, sorry to repeat myself, but what type of font you want to create, or what type of effect you want to create. Something like that's nice and subtle, but using a grey there is really useful because you get the option of using your shadows and your highlights. If you go too dark with your background colour, you won't be able to see your shadows and pull the effect off. If you go too bright, your highlights will be exposed. It won't be exposed correctly. So fitting it is like a middle tone colour is pretty perfect. You could make the background, say, you can pick a colour. You could always pick like a colour, let's say something like that, and you know, even then you can see the highlight on the tip of my pencil there for the Emboss. And then if I was to select that colour, make that smidge darker for the inside. I can't remember what that one is. Oh, let's go darker for that one, and then this one, and that pulls off the same effect. I would probably not use black, to be honest with you, as the debossed shadow colour. I would probably use a lovely dark tone of that colour. What would that look like if we did the text? I guess we just use the background colour and then just fill that in. And it comes out pretty cool. You could do something really cool here. You could add texture. You could go to the background. We could grab like a texture of some sort. Is this music too much, guys? I'm sorry, I didn't realise it was getting proper ravey. Might be a bit much. Let's change it to that. A bit more chilled, I think. Seamless paper. Well, this one's from Paperlike. That's pretty cool. Add some texture on there, and then you need to then impress that into. So that is actually there, I think. You just can't really see it too well. So that goes on top of that text there. That looks kind of nice. Let's see how that looks if we drop that texture into the text as well. And that came out quite nice. You see that? It looks like it's coming across on camera. You're very welcome, Sissy. That was a fun little thing to try and explain and put together. Shadows, if you soften a shadow where you can, it will make the whole thing a lot smoother. It just the softer sometimes. I find there's a real art to softening out the shadows, and if you can get it right, and you're willing to let go of the shadow and make it not so solid, you can really put off a really good effect. It's like the paperlike screen, It's like the the paper cut. That's what I meant to say. Tutorial that we did on Patreon. You know, I tried to work out a way of softening those shadows up, so it wasn't just a drop shadow in terms of we just moved the layer down, lower the opacity, and that's it. You know, if you soften it out, a lot of shadows, a lot of the time, like the shadow my hand is casting on the table here, I don't know if you can even see it, but it's blurred out. It's not just a solid shape. So yeah, I struggle with that sometimes, to be honest with you. Just trying to soften it up so that you pull off the effect, but you're not making it too paper cut out style. Excuse me for making that noise. I was just trying to get a last little bits because that is delicious. This could be a cool tutorial. Like YouTube tutorial. Looking at where that light source comes specifically for this text, I would move some of those shadows, but you know, on the fly it's not so bad. You know, I would move them so that the angle is better. That's another thing you can do. If I show you that, we've created like stacks of layers here, so that's like really now coming off of the text, off of the page. So we've got a nice solid level of depth there coming up and out, and then you'd have to adjust the shadows accordingly. That looks so weird. Like if I drag that in a certain way, if I go up, it looks, oh, it's lagging so bad. Like if I move that down, it slowly actually like falls down. Can you see that? It like falls down into the page. That looks so cool. I don't know why it's lagging. It's lagging a little bit. It's quite far behind as well. I don't think I've got any stream delays. Is it lagging for you guys other than visually lagging? Let's check here. Your streamer is experiencing issues. Oh, fair enough. No, it's still explaining. Oh no, it's going through random little dropouts, I think. I like it. It's like creating your own custom stamp. Yeah, I mean, you could do some. I'll tell you what you could do. Sissy would look awesome, or anybody really. If you drew something out, I'll tell you what we could do. I'll show you. Let's show you how that could be useful. Yeah, let's group that together and turn that off. Let's go back. Let's grab, could we do it with this? Those lines might be a little bit too thin. Tell you what, I've got a good idea. Let's go back. Let's go to my YouTube tutorials, and let's grab something we've got a solid outline for, and I know exactly the one we can use, and it was this one, sort of mandala style, because there is a stencil right at the top. So if I go to turn off all of this and I go copy, turn those back on. By the way, this is a tutorial already on YouTube, so if you want to go check that out, that's been up for a while. Let's go back to what we were just working on. And then again, bearing in mind where the light source is, let's just go create a new layer. Let's paste that in there. And then let's do the same. So I would distort it merely just because I think it adds a little bit more to the design if the angle is like flatter to the page. You know, something kind of like that might look okay. And this might not look very good, so let's just cross our fingers, eh? That's quite Canadian, wasn't it? Cross our fingers, eh? If we're moving that on the inside, so that's clipped to that, but that one is fill, and let's pick this tone here for this one. Grab our cursor, nudge it down to the left hand side. Oh, that already looks very cool. You wouldn't need to do a great deal to that. We need to add the highlight on the outside, so we could duplicate that. We could create that as white, fill that, tap down here at the bottom left to create that really cool. I'm going to do a 1 pixel highlight there. And I might even alpha lock it, Gaussian blur it, and then try it again. Move it down and then lower the opacity down. You wouldn't need to do too much to this, so let me just show you what it is so you can get like a better idea of what it is I'm doing. But like that already alone, you end up with so much texture in there. Sorry, let me catch up. Yes, it's lagging. Okay, let me just wave my hand a sec. Okay, it looks like it's catching up, dropping in and out potentially. I think it's you lot sending stuff on Discord. I might have to close Discord. I'll quit it for a minute. It would be a cool tutorial. Dobby, that's Dutch for tutorial. Dropping the page, dropping it into the page would make it cool. Animation, that would be cool. Like literally just stage by stage, just drop it in, like bouncing up, well, like dropping in, and then you could reverse the animation and bring it back up again. Just know, anything you draw we want as a tutorial, don't even ask anymore. Okay, I got you. Alright, that's it for the live streams, guys. That's it. That's the last one ever. I just wanted to speak to him in the language of his people. I still didn't finish the mountains in the seasons tutorial. Oh, guys, no. That mountain has really killed so many of you. Let me catch back up. Where is everybody? You can do it without slanting it. You can do it without slanting it. In this example, the only reason I'm doing that is so we get, like, I'm getting the impression it's a piece of paper and the light source is coming from there. You can do it where you don't slant it. You just need to pick where your light source comes from. I'll show you that in 2 seconds. Let me just catch back up on the chat. Cat, that's not how Rebel called it. What's up, Ender Voice? Appreciate you subscribing on YouTube. Yes, where is Rebel slanting? Slanting, it shows the shadows. Yeah, so if you were gonna not do it slanted, again, I'll show you in a sec. You have to pick an angle, make an angle. What's up, David? Well, this is kind of embossed vibe. Yeah, so David, I was just showing Sissy. the difference between embossed and debossed. So showing how you would go about doing that in terms of just the logic of it. I might put a little video together on doing that. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going for. Just trying to explain the differences and what needs to be considered when you do it. That's the only thing really. I think you wouldn't get the effect if you didn't slant it. The slant helps you decide your angle. I've embossed it, I've tipped the text that way, so then that allows me to see this angle here on the end of my pencil. So it creates the angle for you. If you make it flat, we'll go through that again in 2 seconds, but yeah, well, it creates a very different sort of decision-making process. But yeah, that looked pretty cool, didn't it? The actual effect, and that only took a couple of seconds to make. You get that really cool 3D look to everything. The video is on my phone is slower than the video on the computer. Oh really? What's up, Ender Voice? I'm new here. Well, you're very welcome. Welcome to the live streams. We do these every Wednesday, and we just interact with everybody, and most of the time get bullied into doing the designs I do on stream as tutorials. So essentially, if you want a sneak peek, you can come and look at the tutorials, the live stream, and give you an idea of what's coming. And Ender Voice, if you want to carry on the party with everybody, there's a link in the description of the video, and you can come and join everybody on my Discord. It's completely free to join the Discord, join the community over there. There's also a link to my Patreon if you want to get even more tutorials. It's a reference to anything. So yeah, let's see what that looks like flat then. So we'll show you the decision-making process with that. I'm going to keep it as large as we can. So the only thing with that is, you've got to imagine you're either looking, how are you looking at it? Is it embossed into a wall so it's facing upright at you, or is it flat on a piece of paper or on a table or something? Just to try and get your mind into where it's all going to happen. We can keep the light source where it is. It doesn't really make a difference. In this example, if the light source is staying where it is, we know where our highlights are going to be, so that we know where to put the shadows, because it's just the opposite side. So let's make this the correct color first of all, which is this green tone here. Alpha lock it, fill it. So if our light source is up there, we move this down a few pixels. Oh, I've done it the wrong way around, sorry. That should be that color, and then this is this color. And then let's move this down. So you can, I don't know if you know, but if you're on the cursor, you can tap and it will move it a pixel every time you tap to the left hand side or wherever you're tapping from. So that's moving that down to the bottom left. We can then create the highlights. And then we move that up to the right hand side, I think. Is that right? No, sorry. We go down to the left as well. So that comes up with quite a cool effect. You still get the effect if I drop the texture in as well that I've been dropping on all of them, just to make it sort of fit in with the rest of the design. You still get the same effect, but it's flat instead. So zooming in, it's quite simple as just creating a white edge and then a corresponding shadow. Rebel, sorry I missed so much, just done with the dentist. Eesh. It's nearly done. And Ender Voice, okay, thank you. I already watch your videos on my private account. I just wanted to subscribe with a more official account. It's great to see you in it. Rebel, well, I couldn't schedule my dentist around Joel, not even for Joel. So yeah, what do we reckon to the flat design? Do we reckon it still works in the same way? I need to train my 3D brain. Does it? Because I look at it, I'm looking at the preview on the screen there, and it comes out how I would expect it to. I think the colours look pretty good in this sort of instance, that you don't go to black as the sort of dropped in colour. You go to like a darker shade, sorry. I think actually, cat, I guess. What do you mean? I think it looks, I mean, this is the way, it's easier to get the 3D part like this for me. It's easier to get the 3D. Fair enough. I mean, with this one, you can, I have to try it. I'll have to try it. I gotcha. I mean, you can, the cool thing you could do is actually select both of those layers, I think, at the same time. If I pinch out, should be able to like literally just move them around, and they should, no, they won't correspond with each other. It doesn't look great on my phone. Oh no! You've got the cool texture in here, you got the drop shadow in there. Like, ignore the fact that lines don't match here, for example, because I'm not going to bother doing that for this entire design. But yeah, I think looking at it on my screen, I think it looks pretty 3D to me and embossed like that. But I think I prefer the angle. I think the angle helps the whole thing pull off the same effect, you know. Like, because your brain can understand that you're seeing the edge of this design a bit more, because it looks like it's tilting away from you. And just like if I look from the side of my Sketchbook Pro there, like I'll see the side of the design there. So, you know. What's up, Michael? Appreciate you subscribing on YouTube. If you're in the chat, appreciate you. Once you put the perspective, once you put it in perspective, I get all confused. That works. It looks a little more like a paper cut with the slant. You reckon? It's not you, it's me. You're breaking up with that. I mean, I kind of prefer the angle design. Like, to me, that pulls it off a little bit more. But I think, I mean, the best example, I think, is to see the two side by side, like these two, because you can easily, nicely work those out. Because your brain can clearly see that one's embossed and the other one's not, sort of thing. See, that to me just looks squashed. It makes me it takes me a second to place it into perspective. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, quite literally, it's down to perspective, isn't it? So that's an interesting sort of process, really, to consider. But I think that will make a nice little tutorial, just to do something a little bit different. That's like not like here's the design, we're going to do it. It's like let's emboss some text and let's T-Boss. You're stuck with me. I've got you for a whole year, cat. Yo, I want to try and find that, actually. I was on Facebook in a group earlier. Someone commented saying that they were completing a Cooper design. And somebody, like, I'm a bit annoyed about this. Somebody just went off on him. It's like, your design is flat, it's got no depth to it, it's this and it's that. And I was like, what? And I read all these comments and they're like going backwards and forwards, and I was like, are they friends? Like, just like joking around with each other, or are they serious? Like, are they actually rowing here on this Facebook group? And I was like, what the hell is going on? And I ended up commenting, being like, is this serious or not? Because I was about to rip someone. Because this guy, this is what I won't stand for in our Discord, is if someone posts a design or their work and somebody's like you are not doing a good job, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And all they post is their design, not asking for criticism in any way, or constructive criticism it should be. You shouldn't just go at somebody. I don't want to swear, but it really winds me up. Like, it's, if you don't ask for constructive criticism, everybody else just needs to shut up. Like, quite frankly, like, if you don't like the design, or somebody did, just don't comment. If you don't like a certain part and it really winds or like irritates you too much, just don't say anything. But am I rude, Sylvia, or somebody else is rude? I find it rude for people to be not to be asking for criticism, and then somebody goes at them and provides a ton of feedback, and it's just out of order. So I'm waiting to hear back. I don't think I can find it on here now, which is really annoying because it's not in my notifications on the web. Oh, hang on. I'm getting close to it now. I think I remember seeing all of this. Sylvia, do you mean me? Oh, what you're describing happening in the Facebook group, super rude. Gotcha. Sorry, I thought you meant that I was being rude. Standing up for somebody who didn't even ask for their comments to be made on it. It's mental. I don't think I can find it because it's... I need to get this set up actually so I could share my screen with you guys so that you guys can see, if we want to discuss something or like go through the web, the channel or Patreon or something like that, that I can share my screen to all of you guys as well. Let me catch up. There's one group in Facebook I find super toxic. Yeah, some of them just like, again, it's unnecessary comments that people have just not asked for. Like yeah, winds me up. But that's what we won't stand for in the Discord. Like I won't have it. And that's what the new moderators are in place for as well. They will put that in. If you provide comments on somebody, it will go against some of the rules. So that's up to you. Besides, there are always ways to give there are ways and ways to give negative opinion. Is that Kate? That's okay. Rebel, also completely sick of people asking legit questions and someone says look on YouTube. I'm guessing people know. That's the thing, right? Some of these Facebook groups, they're set up to be like for beginners, and then somebody asks a question and they get slaughtered for it. It's like the people that slowly started to get educated on these things, because everybody has to start somewhere. They get educated on it, and then before you know it, the whole group's like turned into this like advanced Procreate user group, and yeah. I don't use Facebook. I only use Facebook for what's it called? For just Joel Create. That's it. I'm trying to find it so I can potentially try and see if there's been a follow-up. I reckon they'll have deleted it, I can't see it. Yeah, sometimes it's not a good place for... But that's like, it's like Sissy earlier, asking me a question about embossed and debossed and whatnot. Like, you got to remember, like, everybody's at different parts of their journey, and like, even I've still got to work that out and do it. It's not like it just comes to everybody immediately, and there's no quick way with Procreate to do a lot of things. If you were trying to do that in Photoshop, that would take you 10 seconds because the Photoshop has the ability to add a drop shadow, add a highlight on the outside and stuff like that. It takes 2 seconds to do. But with Procreate, you're in control of every layer and every aspect. There is no automation with this stuff. So, yeah, I feel like if you can help somebody along the journey, people come back to you. But whatever. So then, the problem with Facebook is that no one connects there anymore. Yeah. That's true. Last week, someone legit called someone cheap for not having an Apple Pencil. I mean, that'd be that person would be getting a message on Discord for real, being like, "You don't talk to people like that in here." That's your last warning. So it was like, it should be here somewhere. I can't see it because it's on my phone. Let me switch back to full cam and just pull this out for 2 secs. Because I use my phone to stream all of this, so let's just quickly try and check Facebook and see if they commented back, because that's quite an interesting thing to wait and hear back from. Sorry folks, 2 secs. Oh, we found it. Right, this guy, I'm not gonna show it fully, but well, not fully, but you know, look at come on, focus, will you? I think I've locked it on me. No, I haven't locked the focus. What the hell's going on? There you go. So you can see Cooper. I mean, that's the design, right? That's just basically it. Okay. Let me now check the comments. So this dude posted it up here. I don't want to get this into a toxic stream, by the way, like, because we'll move on from this. It's just one thing that just bugged me earlier on. This is the comment, completely unprovoked. Ready? There's a lot you need to work on. Which first line straight away, I'm thinking, here we go. There is a lot, capital letters lot, you need to work on. Look how to learn the basics. There is plenty of space for improvement. Shapes, colors, lights, shading, construction. Your pictures are flat and need more dimension. That's just the start. She can't write either. That's just the start. It's good that you're trying to follow tutorials. Keep up your work. So like, she comes round at the end, but like, I don't know if it's lost in translation, to be honest with you, but that's like, not a fan. Not a fan. Switch back. Boom. It's a lovely little animation, that. Whoever made this is top drawer. Right, let me catch up. We'll move on from this though, chat, because I don't want this like, I don't want it to get into just like a stream whinging about people like that, because they don't deserve the time, to be honest with you. There is one Procreate group that has a girl with cerebral palsy that does portraits and commissions. So many people have been rude to her. I'm in that group, and it makes me so annoyed when people comment on that. It's just negativity. It's just unprovoked and unnecessary. Like, what's the point? You do you. Otherwise, just leave it. I have an account, but every time I get on it, just random stuff, because time search XYZ. Now my feed is packed with related stuff. Yeah, it was Cooper, Sylvia. Yeah. Dobby. I'll show you if you want it. I'll share it with a few of you on Discord, maybe. Okay, guys, this is again, if you weren't here last week, this is the new tutorial coming for you guys next week on Patreon. The cameras not quite exposed right. This is really annoying. This is why I want to get a camera, because that's slightly brighter than what it actually looks like and the colors are off. But that's the new tutorial. So we're going to get this like really cool 3D effect with the is it vanity mirrors with the lights around the outside, like sort of look to it, or like dressing room mirrors where they've got the lights all the way around the outside. That will be next week's tutorial for Patreon. So we'll do one letter to save some time, one number 2, sorry, and repeat that twice. The O. So looking at some of the shortcuts, I think we can make it work in terms of speeding up the process. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be, at first I was really like, I just don't want to shoot an 1.5-hour video or an 2-hour long video, because it took a while to do last week on stream, and then edit that. To be honest with you, the editing just drives me nuts, like, but it's all worth it in the end. It's the glow at the bottom, like the reflective glow, like again, so this is something I've done so many times, is like the reflections on the ground and stuff. But when you do it repetitively and then you change how you go about doing it in certain ways, you get a different effect each time. Like this one, I added a motion blur vertically, which then started to sort of stretch out the lights in their glows there, and it sort of diffuses it and makes it look like it's actually on a floor. Also adding this little shadow underneath the letters helps those letters sort of look like they are sat on a surface, and the whole thing came together really, really well. So also the metallic look as well with the sort of streaks in there looks quite nice. Sissy can't wait. And Chris Tech 87i, hello, just wanted to tell you your tutorials are awesome. I love that you don't skip steps and actually repeat them and show us exactly what to do. I learned a lot. Greetings from Austria. I don't think I've ever had anybody in here from Austria. Chris, lovely to see you in here. I appreciate you dropping in and sharing some love. But that is something, so we were talking about like last week about people in different styles on YouTube and their videos. I think we all do certain things in certain spaces. Like your own style of things. Like I watched a James Julia one the other day, and he's so talented. I don't want that to be sort of missed here. The guy's awesome. I really like his stuff. I noticed in certain parts he will like speed art it, so you know, speed it up because he's doing the branches and they're basically the same up and down. But I noticed like, oh, I don't do that, and like I watch some other tutorials as well, and like some people speed them up, some people don't, and even if the process repeats, I tend to just keep going because I also don't change my camera angle. I hope you might have seen, like in the tutorials, the camera will not change the whole way through the video. I won't. Some people punch in. If there's like a tiny little thing we're working on right here, they'll punch right in on the screen to give even more context. I specifically don't do that because I remember when I first started, people, you're like brand new to the program and you don't know where anything is anyway, and then you are watching the tutorial, and then because the camera cuts here and there, in my mind it throws you off a little bit because you miss this process of grabbing this and then coming to here. You know, you just want to watch their full movement, because I remember going back and being like, oh, maybe they didn't tell me this instruction, and they didn't, but you end up having to watch the video and realize, oh, they went up here and they double tapped at the bottom to select black, you know, little things like that. And then, you know, I feel like if you keep the video still, everything is visible the whole time, so they can always get an idea for what you're doing, even if it's just the visual side of things rather than the audio instructions on top. But I appreciate the comment about not skipping stuff. It means sometimes my tutorials might be a bit longer than other people's, or maybe I avoid doing certain amounts of detail here and there simply just to try and keep the time down a little bit. But you know, how long does it take you to do a tutorial video including editing? So the Snowman tutorial that's going up tomorrow on YouTube, that's about it's a 47-minute long video. So it took me an hour and I think it was about an hour and 10, maybe just shy of an hour and 10 minutes long to shoot. So that tells you everything. Like it's like 20 minutes of stuff just cut out completely. And so that means, yeah, that shooting, you got to watch the whole thing back and edit it and chop it up, cut all the gaps out here and there. So like editing, you at least look in the duration of the video and more back. because once I finish cutting everything up and getting rid of all the rubbish, I then have to add the music, add overlays to certain things, like the Patreon shout out at the end of videos as well. You know, with everybody's names on, I'll go jump straight back onto Patreon, grab everybody's name, and then pop it in the graphic on Photoshop, and bring that graphic over into the editing software for the video. Yeah, so I mean, all in all, that video alone's probably taken 3 hours start to finish, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, like when I finish the design, I'm like at ease at that point. I'm like, we've finished the design, can breathe then, but then I've got to go back again, and you end. I just sometimes I don't like it just for the simple fact I see my mistakes constantly in the video back again and have to, you know, edit them out. It can be frustrating a little bit. Plus, I've already heard it, so I already know what it comes out like, so I know what's going on. So, but they can change, they can vary all the time. I mean, the one that we went up the other day, number 49, Santa's Moonlight Sleigh. I mean, that video is only 20 minutes long. Probably took 35 minutes to shoot, I would imagine. Probably less than that. Probably about half an hour. There wasn't a lot of stuff I cut out of that one. So all in all, that's like an hour, and like if I can get a tutorial shot, edited, uploaded in like an hour, hour and a half, I'm flying. Like that's perfect. That means I can just chuck the tutorials out a lot quicker. So it totally depends on the scene, to be honest with you. And Chris, oh sorry, what did I miss? Dobby, Joel's style is popping his pencil up top, pinch or something along those lines. So it's like, and if I put my pen on top of my iPad, so it'll click in there, and I pinch with 2 fingers and go full screen with 4, we end up with today's finished tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, drop a like down below, helps the channel out an awful lot. And if you're new here, I post Procreate content every single week, so hit that subscribe button down below. And if you can't get enough Joel Create tutorials, there's a link to my Patreon in the description down below, where you can get 3 extra tutorials every single month, as well as extra benefits on my Discord server, sneak peeks and merch. And if you want to get any of the equipment I'm using in today's video, the Sketchboard Pro, the paperlike, and the Pen.Tips grip and glove, there's links to all my equipment in the description down below. And with all that said, I'll see you in the next one. Cut. Hey, we're 50 tutorials in minimum on the draw along with me's on YouTube. I don't know, my videos we're probably, I think we're about 60 tutorials in, maybe shy, because we're 50 in on the draw along with me. You've got Cooper, which is 4 episodes long, other tutorials in like the how-to series of how to install brushes, fonts. What's the other video? How to what? Find inspiration, maybe? Oh, how to remove backgrounds. So yeah, we're good 60 videos in now. And Sylvia, I agree with Chris Check. I can't always play the audio, so I rely on visuals for automated captions, so I have a lot to look and read at the same time, and I miss stuff. Gosh, it would take me a full week to pull a video together. Sounds like you practice. I have indeed, and oh dang, I'm horrible in my outings. I mean, I say the same thing every time, but trust me, I will mess it up every week. I'll mess it up every week. The amount of times I've shot a Patreon video and the intro says, "What's up, YouTube?" Wrong platform, pal. Wrong platform. Right, sorry. What time is it? Oh. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Hang out with you guys for a minute. That's just the draw along. Yeah, exactly. You got the live. I mean, I wonder how many hours of content that I've done on YouTube this year. I don't think there's a metric for. There probably is, actually, tell a lie. Like how many hours you've uploaded. Some of these streams have been 4 or 5 hours long, so and Cat's just leaving work. Roger, get home safely. Guys, I'm gonna do a bit of research quickly though to see YouTube memberships. So everybody with a blue or green or navy J beside their names, they are a YouTube member, meaning they are supporting me over on YouTube to get extra benefits in like live streams and stuff. You get access to extra emotes, as well as a loyalty badge beside your name that shows you how long you've been a supporter for of me on YouTube. I just need to find out if you guys will lose your status if I go ahead and change it to just like a £1 tier, so like $1, meaning it'll be the cheapest it can be, because I know some people want to keep the loyalty badge beside their names for supporting us on YouTube, but I also realise, you know, it's what, $2.99 or something, and it could be moved down, to be honest with you. It should be moved down in comparison to what you get over on Patreon. So I think I may do that, and if you want to become a YouTube member, then it would just be like £1 a month, you know, something small like that. So I'm hoping it wouldn't remove your like how long you've been supporting for, but I will take a look and I'll let you know. I'll do it within the week so that we can discuss it next week if there is one. So I can't edit the price. Thanks, Marie. Yeah, if you guys are in the chat now, please drop a like down below, helps the video out a lot. We're looking at, I'll work it out, I'll see if it does, and like Kat said there, if you guys don't mind, then you know I'll delete the what's it called, the supporter, and that way I can support on both Patreon and YouTube. Gotcha. I'm with you. I mean, sometimes, to be honest with you guys, like I think the loyalty badge is a cool thing because it just shows like your status amongst like everybody else, sort of thing. But it's not neglected, but it's annoying. It's annoying it didn't work out the way that I wanted memberships to potentially do, in the sense that I would have uploaded exclusive tutorials to both YouTube and to Patreon, and you could just pick whichever side you wanted to go on. But the way that they hide that iOS button for joining as a YouTube member on iOS, it can't be done, because everybody has an iPad for the work that we do, like with Procreate. So if it's hidden to everybody on the platform, I can't grow that. That's just that's unworkable. So we're not going to do it. So if it means it just becomes like a loyalty thing and extra bonuses here in the live streams and in comments, you know, because your badge still shows in comments in the chat, so in the threads underneath the video. So I think we can maybe lower that down. Something really small, like the smallest it can be, basically, and then people can hop on that if they want to. Dobby, okay folks, time to do the dishes. Have a good evening, everybody. Happy holidays, and if I don't see you beforehand, Dobby, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you next week. Yep, see you next week. I'm gonna jump off in a second anyway, so perfect timing really. But thanks, Dobby, again, I appreciate the super chat so much as well. I appreciate you donating early on. Marie as well, appreciate you. Sissy as well, you guys are nuts with the super chats today. And Matthew as well, appreciate all the super chats. So what did we do today? We did a little graffiti design earlier on, just while I'm here. This is the tutorial that's going live on Facebook. Yeah, I'm a Facebook tuber, Facebook content creator now. No, this is going live on YouTube Friday. So Friday evening, this one will go up. Just a little charcoal design. The concept is that the snowball down here has been pushed through the ground here. So like that's where it was rolled and ended up, and then they've put the other ones on top. And then we've got some really soft sort of glows in the background for the forest. So there's some like trees back here, super blurred out. And what I wanted to really highlight, just so that it didn't get lost in the tutorial, is the snowflakes dropping down from the sky. So they're in clear focus, apart from one layer of them in the background. So that creates that lovely snowy effect. Julie's off as well. Off to peeps. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks as always, Joel. Julie, appreciate you being in here as always. Your support is unrivaled, all of you. Let's take a look then at the gallery of what we did today. Let's go into the stack. We did a little graffiti design, just messing around with little things like that. Potentially, I mean, if I actually turn off that layer effect, you'll be able to see that a little bit better. Just messing with some sort of, what do we used to call it when we were younger? Was it like bubble fonts and stuff? That glows nowhere near as it is on that camera, by the way. We may do something like that, but I'd probably use a font for it, and we could just show how to like sort of draw it in and colour it in. We then worked on showing the difference between embossing and debossing. So 3D sort of cut in and then sort of sticking out as well, and just showing the differences between the two. And then that will probably make it into a little tutorial at some point, just to show and explain the differences and what has to be considered when you're doing it. So I just need to do a good job of explaining it, which is probably why that video will take 10 minutes, but it will take 6 hours to shoot, and I'll have to get rid of all my reruns. So that's just how it works. So that was just working out, if you've got a light source here, how does it affect the rest of the design? So if we do that tutorial, because I can see a few of you mentioned about the tutorial, I'll find a font that works and is for the right access for it, and then we'll colour it all in basically, and just have some fun with colouring that. It's a very quick and easy tutorial for YouTube, really, to be honest with you, but people will be able to do their names and stuff like that. I showed you a look at this one here. Oh, super chat. Kate with the 99 pence and the unicorn. Appreciate the super chat, Kate. Then we've got this. I mean, this was just something I was working on the other day, but just working on how the light affects the text. It's nowhere near finished. If you've not already seen it, this is the Cooper tutorial that's going to be coming soon. Cooper climbed up the cliff from the river he was in beforehand. He's now got to the top, and I just want to show that there's knackle basically on this planet, and we're going to go through the story with Cooper. So it's coming, this is here, a little bit more to do with it, but you know, we'll get there. And then this is the Patreon exclusive tutorial going out next week, so the 2022 one. So it's quite a long one, quite a long tutorial, that one. And that is about everything, to be honest with you. If you've not already checked out my Patreon, there's a link in the description down below, so you can come and get even more tutorials every month. If you are new here, you can join my Discord. There's a link in the description. It's completely free. You can come and join in with the community. And then if you ever become a patron, you can get access to even more content over on the Discord server. So you'll get even more content by becoming a patron. There are a lot of changes coming to Patreon, such as early access to videos coming soon. There's merch that's now gone live, so you can get access to merch if you're top tier. And there's been you can get access, like I said, to sneak peeks as well of designs before they go live on both YouTube and Patreon. And that's it. That's everything. We're completely uninterrupted going into the Christmas period, so you'll see me here all the way through. See me here next week, which will work out as the 22nd, 23rd, 22nd. It doesn't matter. I'll be here then, and I'll also be here, I believe, the week after as well. I don't think we're away at that point because we're going away for New Year's, which will be nice with friends. And that's it. So if you've hung around the whole of the live stream, I appreciate you being here. As always, if you guys weren't here, I wouldn't be here. So I appreciate you all dropping in, showing some love. Everybody who super chatted, I really appreciate it. It helps support the channel, and your support is just unbelievable. I'll catch you here again next week on Wednesday. It'll be normal time, be 8 o'clock in the UK. So just work that out wherever you are. Have a lovely evening, lovely day, or lovely morning, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you again next week.